keep it going. Your next comedian, both of her parents are professors. She is not. Let's make some noise for Corinna Yee.
Yeah, it's very disappointing for them. At least I look the part, you know? That's all that matters. I was born in China, but I was adopted by Chinese parents. I was too light-skinned for Angelina Jolie. But despite not being biologically related to her, my mom and I look the exact same. And that is because she makes me get the same haircut and clothing as her. So she is either super narcissistic or she's being hunted and using me as her body double. I mean, we look so similar from behind that before my dad does anything with her,
Oh my God.
he has to do a Google two-step verification. We have these very aggressive bobs, as you can see. Our shadows look like they've been circumcised. But some exciting news, actually. I came out to my parents recently. Thank you, yeah. Not as gay, I just told them that their grandkids are probably going to be half white. My parents are actually very open-minded about who I end up with, which is good because I know a girl who said that her grandmother would give her $50,000 if she married another Chinese person. Yeah, talk about funding racism. Like, forget about the corporations. We need to stage a sit-in at this Asian auntie's house right now. But I remember my first exposure to interracial relationships involving Asian people. It was the 2010 version of Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. If you haven't seen it, he moves to China, falls in love with a local girl, and I remember being blown away when I saw that because I was like, how do we have two Karate Kids and none of them were Asian? Like, Hollywood thought they could fool us. They were like, no, it's Ralph Macchio. It's a Chinese name. Don't worry about it. I actually went to my cousin's wedding recently. She's half white. And I think, like, her white husband's family was, like, reminded that she's ethnic. Because my parents and I walked through the door and they were like, oh, people from the Orient. They are here. I mean, the wedding was in upstate New York, so California might as well have been, you know. Yeah, so they were reminded that, you know, she's like part yellow. I was reminded that she's part white because her dress showed off her huge rack. My mom was like, you sound jealous when you tell that joke. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just the way things are. You know? This is how God made me. A lot of people think that I am a lesbian, and I'm like, I'm not. I just like to dress like a real estate agent. But I'm not really helping my... People are laughing a little too hard at that one. Okay. No, it's Talbot's, okay? It's my mother's clothes, let's remember. No, but I'm not really helping my case, though, because I've been watching a lot of baseball recently. And I know there's nothing inherently lesbian about a woman watching baseball. But the reason why I started is because the people who threw the first pitch recently were the three most beautiful Japanese women I've seen in my life. And I could feel myself getting turned before the game had even started. Yeah. I don't know, to me it's just like so unfair how sexy Asian women are when they're actually from Asia, you know? It's kind of like how Italians from Italy are very like culturally refined people. But then here in America, we have like the cast of the Jersey Shore. Like, I don't know, they're just like, they're so feminine, they got perfect skin, and then I'm over here looking like Butch Dora the Oriental Explorer. I do wish I was more feminine sometimes. Like, when my friends, for instance, when my girlfriends, they eat a lot of food and they feel full, they're like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. I have a food baby, I'm pregnant. When I feel bloated, I go, I haven't seen my dick in 15 years. I graduated from college 2 years ago. Yes, thank you. You can clap. Yeah. I I know I look like I could be the dean of the poli-sci department, but I am in fact 24 years old. I went to a private liberal arts college in upstate New York, which is code for my dad has money. Yeah, it's a predominantly white school. My friend told me that when she first met me, she thought that I was an international student because I was just sitting at the corner at the party not talking to anyone. And I was like, I love how your first instinct wasn't that I was like drunk or tired, it's just that I didn't know English. But when I was there, I somehow managed to date 2 guys at once. One of them was an international student from India. The other was an international student from Pakistan. Yeah. You don't have to be a history major to know the geopolitical power of my pussy. But I think the reason why the South Asian guys were attracted to me was because they were trying to, like, you know, breed the superhuman race. Because if you think about it, our kids, they were going to dominate the spelling bees and the robotics competition. Yeah. But I am trying to date out here. That's been tough. I did have a cool moment, though. A guy hit on me for the first time. Yeah, he walks up to me and he goes, "You have the most circular glasses." And I was like, "Thank you. My eyesight went bad from studying all the time." And he was like, "Couldn't be me." And I was like, "Oh, why are there no intellectual guys in this barcade?" A barcade, if you don't know, the primary clientele of these places is people who stay at home all day to play video games. And then they only leave so that they can go play more video games. And given that most of my likes on Hinge are Mexican guys that like anime, made sense that there was some overlap. Speaking of anime, I think I just want to refer to every guy that I've dated by the anime that they made me watch. I watched a lot of anime non-consensually. Okay, I was worried about doing my anime material here because I was like, oh, you know, they're all like intellectuals and professors, but it seems like a lot of women here have also suffered. So, yeah, oh, the hand in the back, okay, yeah. I could be like, oh, Demon Slayer, that was my first kiss.
Oh my god.
And contrary to the name, One Punch Man did not send me to a women's shelter, thank God. Although he tended to finish too early, so I should have called him One Pump Man. Some wordplay for you, English department. His Dragon Balls were putting me to Z's. That one's stupid. That one's just for me, but I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Yeah. I am recently unemployed, though. That's like a new thing in my life. The day that I got laid off, I had to go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is probably the most depressing place you could be after losing your job. You know, you're just in a sea full of losers. But I don't know, being unemployed, it's kind of like being choked during sex. It's like, it's thrilling at first, but then you got to keep an eye on the clock to make sure it doesn't last too long. All right, that's my